Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports. It's been a while since we had some content out here on the channel. We're back today for some Sunday night hoops. We got the Toronto Raptors in action tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers. Another tank battle for the Raptors. Every game right now is pretty much a tank battle for the Raptors for them. But, man, the teams they've been getting lately, they have had really hit the super easy part of their schedule here in this season. And as a result, are winning a bunch of games. Excuse me. Bad time for season. But yes, we're back. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the Friday game as the Raptors played the Hornets. Unfortunately, I was out for that one, so could not stream for it. But we're back today. Raptors starting five looks okay. You know, Barrett Barnes are in. Man, this is a really bad 76ers starting five today. For the Raptors, it is Shed, Walter, Barrett, Barnes, Robinson. Solid overall. And the Sixers, it is Walker, Butler, Edwards, Council, Bona. So Adem Bona, Ricky Council, Justin Edwards, Jared Butler. I actually don't know who that is. Walker. Who's the Walker? Who would be the Walker on the 76ers? Oh, Lonnie Walker. Okay. Yeah, I know. Well, I know who that is. So Lonnie Walker, Jared Butler, Justin Edwards, Council, Adam Bona. Yeah, the Raptors should win this game. I know we're tanking, but they're probably going to win this game. Again, they're favored by 6. I'm honestly I'm really, really close to betting the Raptors here. Barnes and Barrett going to get like mid-20s in minutes again. I struggle to see the Raptors not winning this game pretty comfortably once again. Beat the Hornets pretty comfortably. They absolutely demolished, was it the Spurs? Yeah, they've been, it was the Nets, sorry, not the Spurs. They've been winning games. They lost to the Spurs. They got blown out by the Spurs, but yeah, I think this one is going to be a comfy win for the Raptors. But that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? How is your weekend? Let me know. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everybody's is ready for a new week. I'm not. I don't feel nice and refreshed for the week ahead, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We will grind through, and we will make it out on the other side. But this game, 8 more games for the Raptors. Honestly, guys, I'm counting down. I'm counting down the games. It's been a slog of a season. I don't want them to win any game they're playing. Tickets, is that true? Tickets as low as $2? That's crazy. Anyway, Sixers, then it's Bulls. The Bulls will actually probably beat us. The Blazers will probably beat us as well in Portland. No, at home it's Portland. We should lose that game. Should lose business. And so actually, it could be 3 losses in a row after this, which will help out the season. And then, yeah, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Dallas. Well, Dallas should probably beat us. So I'm gonna say 8 games left. I'm gonna say 4 and 4. I'm gonna say 4 and 4. I think it could be 3 and 5. I can't see us going 2 and 6 though. So I think that should be enough ultimately to hang on to the 7th seed here. I don't think we're the Sixers are 4 games back of us now. Brooklyn's 3.5 games back. We really pulled away from them. San Antonio are kind of starting to fall back in the standings a little bit, but I don't think they're going to come close to falling back and catching us. But I guess there's a chance that last game of the season could be an all-timer. Unfortunately, for my schedule, I will not be able to stream the last 2 games of the season. I'm going to be on the road in Pittsburgh for soccer, believe it or not. So I'm going to miss the Friday and Sunday Spurs game, but I will be streaming. I should be able to do the rest of the games beyond that. So 6 more streams to go in the season, which means 6 more door shots, which means 6 more chances to make one on the new net here. I still have not made one officially, the official door shot. I have made a few now on camera for you guys, but unfortunately none as official attempts, we'll call it, at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Let's say what's up to the people in the chat. One of our members is here, Sumaya. Ahmed, thank you so much, Sumaya, for joining us today. Hope you're doing extremely well. 6-month member. Thank you so much for supporting the channel like that. We have Nathan PT here. What's going on? Chucker's joining us. Rowlett as well. Matthew Coombs, Algid, that Canadian winner one. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate the support today. If you want to give extra support, as always, check out the merch. I'm showcasing the hat in white. We've got in black as well. We've also got the white shirts, which you can go to the merch link in the top of the chat. Pinned to the top of chat now. You can go check out the merch and support the channel. 76 are next level of tanking, but they haven't forgotten the process. They've got some. I mean, to be fair, we've got experience in tanking as well, but of course, they've got the real trust the process experience. I don't want to call them like lucky or something. Like, that's not the right word, but they have had like injuries to key players, which has made it easier for them to lose games. The Raptors haven't had the injuries. Like, they've had to play Barnes bare quick games. For some reason, Barnes is playing every game, which I think is pretty stupid. But, you know, he's playing again here today. I don't really know what he needs to get all these games in for, but maybe there's something. I'm sure there's a reason. Al just is only here for the door shot. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it in due time. In due time. Well, I know the 65 game rule, I guess, is something for Barnes, but like, what is he like trying to make? What does he need 65 games to make? Like, he's not making all NBA. Let's be real. He's not making all NBA. So, you know, is he trying to get an all, you know, will he even get an all defense? Okay, he definitely won't be all NBA. He actually may have a sniff at all defense. I don't think he'll get it, but Raptors have had like the best defense in the second half of the season. He's been one of the reasons why. I guess it's possible he's trying to get an all defense. Is there a third team for all defense now? But only two. It's only two, isn't it? Yeah, it's two teams. If it was three, I think he'd have a shot. I'm not sure he gets in. I don't think he gets in, but okay. At least, like, that's more of a justifiable reason for him to be playing the 65 games, because it doesn't really make sense to me why he'd be doing that otherwise. But hey, he's gunning for it, and I guess the players want to support him, the team wants to support him in doing that, so whatever. But I don't think it's I think they should have a conversation with him, you know, hand on shoulder, it's time, buddy, and bench him for a couple of these games. But obviously difficult to communicate that to your players. So I can also understand wanting to keep that morale up for the guy. Jamal Shed has a shot to make at least one rookie team. Yeah, I think Jamal Shed definitely has a chance to be in the conversation for all rookie second team. I'd have to go through, let me see, like, the NBA. Let me go through like the 2025 NBA draft. Let's try to like top of our head piece in like who would be on it. Like Reza Shea will be there. Alex Sarr will probably be on it. Savon Castle's starting. Like Savon Castle's coming Rookie of the Year, so he's in it. That's 3. Diamond Klang will probably be in. Zach Edey might have Zach Edey probably. Buzelis probably. So that's 6 guys. Chloe Ware for sure. 7 guys. Bub Carrington's got a chance. Keyshawn George is a chance. So let's say that's like 7 or 8 guys. Ryan Dunn's got a chance. Isaiah Collier's got a chance. Phil Pasky's got a chance. Jalen Wells would be in one for sure. For sure, Jalen Wells would be in one. Jamal Shed's probably on the bubble. Pitt Post has a chance. Okay. Yeah, I count like 11, 12 guys. Can't think of any undrafted guys who are like really pushing for this. I think Jamal Shed's got a chance to make all rookie team. He should sneak in. He should sneak in at the back end of the all rookie teams, I think. If we were playing to win, play Brandon Ingram, that's the squad. Well, Paul, we're not playing to win, so don't worry about that. We won't pass San Antonio, I don't think. They've got a bit of a gap. It's 4.5 games to San Antonio. That'd be quite something. Also, like the Raptors' schedule starts to get a little bit harder As I said at the top of the show, Chicago's been great lately. They're going to beat us. Portland are pretty good and probably going to beat us. Detroit's really good. They're going to beat us. So I think 3 losses in a row after today. I can see him sneaking one, like maybe sneaking the Portland one, but I don't think so. I think they'll lose all 3 of these games. And that'll probably solidify them and their standings. But you never know, do ya? You never do know. We'll grind through this game. Whatever happens. We'll get those games. We'll get there when we get there for those other games. Who's playing right now? Bucks, Hawks. I really need the Hawks to lose that game. Anyways. I don't think we'll pass San Antonio. We've kind of just kept our level now. You know, Pirtle quickly missed one game. Barrett misses another game. They are kind of rotating guys in and out. They're tanking the best way that they can, other than Barnes, which would definitely be part of the tank, but they're just not. He wants to get to 65 games in, it would seem. Will we see the full starting lineup for the last game of the season if it doesn't matter? Absolutely not. Like, why risk injuries for games that don't matter at all? Like, zero chance of full lineup plays in one of those last 2 games. They're not going to risk injury in games just for fun. No, definitely not. So Barnes is on 59 games played, 8 games left in the season. So he's got to play 6 more. So they can maybe strategize this. 6 more games for Barnes, they could strategize. So 2 more games he can sit. Okay. 6 more games for Barnes. Maybe all defense, sneaking into the all defense second team. We'll see. Nick Killer in the chat, our 12-month member. Thank you so much for joining us. Saying back up in the house, been overloading on college ball. Yeah, college ball has been fun. This hasn't been as fun of like an upset tournament as been in previous years, but yeah, there's been some good ball. Common Malawash looking really, really good. So anybody who's a fan of him, who's enjoyed the possibility of him becoming a Raptor in the draft, he's played really well in the tournament. So that could be definitely one to watch for the Raptors. But I mean, lots of good players for the Raptors to look at for the upcoming draft. Even if they are, around 7 of the draft, Common Malawash is there. Derek Queen could be an option for the Raptors as well, another center. So yeah, there's some good stuff here. Haley Van Lith, on the other side, been balling. Yeah, she's been a good player for a while, hasn't she? She was in the Olympics on the 3v3 team, I believe, for the Team USA. I don't believe that team won, but yes. Pretty good player. I think she's from the Natty as well with LSU. I think she's now at TCU. Anyways, Queen of me fall to 8 or 9. Yeah, it kind of looks like that right now. A lot can still change. Like Malawash, there's a chance Malawash even like rises up. Right now, he's like projected around 7. There's a chance he could actually, I think, vault into the top 4. Depends where teams are drafting, what kind of player they might be looking for. Depends how players doing their workouts and the combine and everything. So, a lot can change for the rest of the season. They didn't do well in the mix. Well, there you go. But I mean, it's your Olympian. End of the day, she's balling out of the tournament as well. Have the Raptors lost a battle to the tank for the first overall pick this year's NBA draft? They likely have. There are still studs elsewhere. Well, yeah, for sure there are still good players elsewhere. Not denying that, David. But yeah, the bid for like a bottom 5 stuff is, I think that's gone. I don't think we're not going to finish bottom 5. I gotta tell you, ain't happening. Miller DPY says, hope the Leafs could do it this year. It kind of looked like this is the year they'd have, not like this is the year, but this would be the year they had goaltending, like solid goaltending for the playoffs. And then both goalies decided to just not be good anymore right at the end of the season. I mean, it'd be great this year if they could just get the 1 seed and play the wild card team again and not mess it up this time. Be great if they could get the 1 seed, I'm worried about the potential Ottawa matchup there. Still, like I don't feel confident really in any series for the Leafs, but it'd be great to not get like one of the 2 or 3 spots. But we'll see. But it'd also be great to have good goaltending. I don't know. I'm never gonna be hopeful with the Leafs. It's just they win a playoff series, cool. But I understand. With knowing them, they probably won't. But yeah, at least they're all we got, man. The Jays have had a couple rough games start the year. Have they play again? Did they play again this afternoon? Did they play 4 games already? They won. They won today. Okay, so they're 2-2. Okay, they're probably not gonna be great though. They're probably gonna be just outside the playoff picture. Raptors suck, obviously. Toronto FC are bad. 6 games in, they don't have a win. I've went to both their home games so far this season. So yeah, Toronto sports not in a great spot. So the Leafs are our only hope at the moment. Man, what a time it was, like 2016 to 2019. The Leafs, as much as they lost every year in the first round, they were in the playoffs every year at least. The Jays were really good in the playoffs every year, had a couple runs. The Raptors won the chip, were a great team every year. TFC won the MLS Cup in that time. Or did they win in 20? No, yeah. TFC won the MLS Cup in that time, 2016, I believe it was. So, man, like my late high school, early university days, god damn, every Toronto team was good. It was awesome. Now we're, I grew up watching like every Toronto team sucked growing up. Like as a kid, every Toronto team sucked. The Raptors were terrible. It was like the Bargnani era. The Leafs were terrible. The Jays were terrible. Always like 4th in the division. TFC, well, once they got founded, they are terrible for a long time. So kind of back. We're kind of getting close to that again. But we'll see if the Leafs can keep going here. I think as long as they've got Austin Matthews, they can keep pushing. But, lots of question marks about Marner in the offseason and everything. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. They've got a squad that can compete. They have a roster that can win the cup. It's just it's hard to win the cup as well. Oh, so actually it was just revealed. That actually the Raptors have already picked up a 4th-year option on Darko Rajakovic's contract. So Darko is on contract. So this is the first. I haven't seen anything. Nobody's told me otherwise. This is the first I have seen of any news regarding Darko Rajakovic's contract. So he's actually on. So he signed a 3-year contract, which was my guess. His 4th year has been picked up. So he's under contract until the end of the 26-27 season for the Raptors. So under contract for the rest of this year, obviously. Under contract for next season. Under contract for the year after that as well. All right. So Darko is here to stay. Honestly, like when Taylor Jenkins became available, I was kind of like, well, hey, that's a really good coach. Maybe we make an upgrade here, but no, didn't happen. How crazy was Taylor Jenkins getting fired, by the way? Memphis, like the 5th seed right now. Playoff team. Jenkins done, I think, a great job over the years. I don't know. We are aware of the contract stipulations with Sky Barnes, who makes All-NBA. He's not making All-NBA, so we don't have to worry about that. At least have their own issues. They do have their own issues. Offseason for the Raptors, I think this is the perfect opportunity for a rebrand. New jerseys, refresh the jerseys a bit. Brand new era. Scotty Barnes, top guy era. Brandon Ingram on the team. Perfect opportunity in the offseason to refresh the brand a little bit. Get a little bit of excitement going. A little bit of a fresh start going. Get a new draft pick. Solid starting 5. Solid bench to work with. Team that should be in around 5 or 6 in the East, I think, next season. Let's put a good team in place for next year, man. Keep the logo. Yeah, I like the logo. I don't mind the logo. Jerseys got it. I don't like these. The batch of jerseys are tired. I didn't like them when they first released these jerseys. I still don't really like it today. I don't mind the black ones that much, but like the red with the black chevron, and the white with the red chevron, not for me. Would be great if they went to like purple, that'd be really cool. So we'll see if they do anything of that nature, if they do anything of the sorts, but that's I'm looking forward to seeing something changing. I think it's time. Usually teams do this. Like in a new era, like each era is defined by like a logo and a look. It's very often like a team rebrand like at the start of a new era. Like think about like the We the North era, I'll call it, with like Kyle Lowry and stuff. They rebranded right as that went on, and they had that branding throughout that era. And then on the other side of the era, post championship, they've rebranded to these chevron stuff, and it hasn't really worked out. Let's refresh it, start brand new again. I wonder if they do go to red though, or to purple from the red. That will be very interesting to see. Black and red Raps jerseys look great. I'd keep that one, but change the white and red one. Yeah, I mean, I think just refresh the whole thing. I like the black one. I own the black one. I own 2 of the black jerseys, actually. I have a Fred VanVleet one, and I also have a Grady Dick one. But just refresh the whole thing, you know? The We the North is great. Yeah, We the North, I mean, still, like, I think today. They still use it today. I mean, what a great slogan. Whoever came up with the We the North slogan, for real, is... They better be in a mansion somewhere, because they dropped a banger with that one. Let's see if we can. Who invented the We the North slogan? Might have been some like random intern, you know. The We the North slogan for the Toronto Raptors was created by marketing and advertising agency Sid Lee with Tom Kukudimos, a managing partner to Sid Lee. Co-conceived the slogan with his colleagues. Sid Lee. Who is Sid Lee? It's just a marketing company. It's not a man. It's a company. Interesting. Well, we do know... a marketing company, I'm sure they got paid. I'm sure they got paid pretty well for that one. What about the Argos? Yeah, I guess defending Grey Cup champs. I'm no disrespect. I'm not a CFL fan. I don't follow the CFL. I'm not bothered by what the Argos do, sadly. Just CFL never clicked for me, so if it's your thing, but it ain't mine. So, I guess I clump TFC into when I talk about Toronto teams and their success, because I like TFC, but some people probably don't give a shit about soccer, don't follow that, so they wouldn't. So fair enough. You talk about football. The Argos had a bunch of Grey Cups in recent times. I mean, smaller league, but the Argos won the Grey Cup last year. I think they won like 3 years before that as well. So they are consistent winners of this trophy. Won the Grey Cup last year, won it 2 years ago as well, won it in 2017. This was a crazy game. I saw the highlights for this one. Crazy one here against Calgary. So yeah, they're consistent winners. Although growing up, remember I said growing up all Toronto teams bad. Growing up, the Argos never won, did they? Oh, they won 2-4. Okay, then they had a bit of a barren run till 8 years off. Okay, well, they win plenty. This was a big upset. I remember Winnipeg are really good. Damn, Winnipeg out of this era where they've been so good, only got 2 cups out of it. They've lost 3 Grey Cups in a row, and they're like the Blue Bombers had a nasty team for a number of years. Anyways. The Montreal was a big upset year. Montreal were not supposed to win that Grey Cup. They upset the Argos in the semis. I still don't care about CFL, but I know all this. Upset the Argos in the semis, then big upset over the Bombers in the final. So, or the Grey Cup, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. Starting lines, by the way. Games be getting started any moment now. Starting 5, Raptors going with Jamal Shed, Jacoby Walter, RJ Barrett, Scotty Banners, Scotty Barnes, oops, and Orlando Robinson. 76ers going with Lonnie Walker, Jared Butler, Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards been balling lately. Ricky Council. I think Ricky Council the fourth. I think it's Lonnie Walker the third, or Lonnie Walker the fourth. I think it's Ricky Council the fourth as well, actually. And Adem Bona. Adem Bona, that name rings a bell. A guy covered a little bit in the offseason. I was pretty interested in him as a second-round selection for the Raptors. Didn't end up materializing. I'm pretty happy with Jonathan Mobo, but Adem Bona looks decent as well. I believe we got two the fourths in here. Ricky Council the fourth. I believe it's Lonnie Walker the fourth as well. Yeah. Two IVs in the starting five for the just random stat. Two IVs in the starting five for the 76ers. Bunch of nobodies. Yeah, well, I know like all these players. I know like there's no randoms to me here. Like, listen, if you're not like super tapped into like the league and everything, you're not going to know a bunch of these guys, but which I'm not like calling anybody out for. If you don't know who Jared Butler, Ricky Council are, I think that's fine. Or Justin Edwards, who I think went undrafted. He was like a top 5 recruit and then ended up going undrafted and is starting to ball again. He's had a really good end of season. Granted, for a tanking team in March doesn't mean much, but yeah, went undrafted despite being a former, I think it's a top 3 recruit, and then ended up going undrafted, which is pretty crazy. Alrighty, guys. The game has begun in Philadelphia. Philadelphia officially eliminated from playoffs, by the way. Raptors not yet officially eliminated. So if anybody didn't see pregame, they announced Darko Rajakovic's 4th year was picked up last summer. This is the first information I have on any contract for Darko. So Darko's on a 3-year now +1. So Darko is on contract for 2 more years after this. Man, when I was at the bar, at the restaurant with some family on Friday when the Raptors were playing against the Hornets, and when they showed the game on screen, they didn't have volume, and I saw Jacoby Walter, who has changed his hairstyle. When I saw the game, I knew it wasn't, but I thought it was DeAndre Bembry. That's what Walter looked like to me. I was like, who the hell is this guy? It looked exactly like DeAndre Bembry. And then I was like, did we sign like another 10-day guy that I didn't see? I don't think so. Then I saw the number. I was like, wow. So Walter switched it up. Looking solid. All right, 2-2 here. Early goings. Remember, guys, if you're joining the stream, please make sure you do hit the like button. Algid, said, the Argos are defending champs. They are. We moved to 3 in the draft. Who would you take? Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper are still the top 3 guys for me. Wonder if they'd start, though. Cooper Flagg absolutely starts. I wonder if Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper start out the gate. Because we're going to have like a solid 5 next year. Ricky Council. Let this guy shoot, man. Sag off him. Council, step back. Got Barnes to jump. See, like, okay, pass Lonnie Walker physically. See, that, like, a Ricky Council step back 3 with your hand up. I'm kind of like, I guess, like, you want to play defense, but I don't know. I kind of, like, let him shoot there, you know what I mean? RJ for 3, gets to shoot his roll. Philly fans know about friendly bounces when they're playing the Raptors, that's for sure. VJ looks pretty good for 3 as well. I'll side with you there, Matthew. He's looked interesting as well. Bona with a turnover. Walter attacking, nope, slows it down, puts it back up top to Shed, who shoots the 3 ball, front rim and in the hands of Council. Ricky counts under the rim. Off the glass, off the market in the hands of Scotty Barnes. Barrett. Attacking Edwards, going off the glass and nearly getting the end one, but instead he will head to the line for 2 instead. All right, we got the door shot coming up today. A little bit later on, I have yet to make a door shot on this new net. I think I've missed 19 door shots in a row. 14 on this one. It's very embarrassing at this point, but I'm gonna try. Does Paul George restart his podcast now that his chase for a championship is postponed? Yeah, that was really weird timing to like say they're chasing it, like to chase the championship. He's taking a break from the podcast. Like they were way outside the playoff picture. Now and then now when he comes back to podcasting, he's gonna get roasted for it. I don't know. It just felt weird to me. But Philly on the hook for that contract for a long time. Philly always find a way to ruin things themselves. Dembona throwing it down to the rim. 8-6 for Philly after Barrett went 1 of 2 from the line. Robinson spins off his defender and gets to him and lays it in. Robinson, not really, actually, I don't quite remember how he did last game, but absolutely fantastic against the Nets a couple games ago. Robinson, these games matter for a guy like Orlando Robinson. He's trying to earn himself a contract for next season. He's trying to stay on an NBA roster for next season. So these games are big for a guy like him. If it's not I don't know. I think it's a combination of not being very good and also having no luck. Like I've had some ridiculous bounce outs, but you know, at a certain point you just gotta make one. What's the last year on the Embiid contract? Okay, I mean, you gotta. I guess it made sense when they signed Paul George at the time, but no, the PG one. Like when Embiid's healthy, he's still Joel Embiid. Paul George is really bad, even when he was playing this year. There is Paul George on the bench. Next, Tsunami Poppy, Kelly Oubre. 10-8 for the Sixers. Barrett fouled on the rim. RJ Barrett wreaking havoc in the early phases of this game. We should have signed DeAndre Bembry to a 10-day. Wouldn't be in this mess. Wonder what DeAndre Bembry's up to these days. Probably playing in Europe. Former lottery pick, I think. He's 30 now. He was a 21st overall pick, excuse me. So not a lottery pick. He last played for the Milwaukee Bucks. So it appears as though he is... Okay, well, I don't know about retired. He may be unofficially retired, like he can't get a job anywhere. Here's Edwards kicking out to Council. Barnes, the defensive assignment there. Council stops in mid-range for 2, and it doesn't go. Barnes to shed at the rim. Kick out to Barrett. Barrett for 3, and RJ Barrett cans it. RJ has been the main character of this game so far, for Toronto at least. 12-10 for the Raptors now. Reminder to hit that like button if you are enjoying the stream. Support the content, support the channel. Jared Butler loses it there. Now Shed has it. .801 to go in the first. As my dog enters the room. What do you need, man? She wants to look out the window. All right. You better stay now. You open the door. Robinson in the paint. Sixers all around him, but the long 2 with the right is good. Those are the ones that got a fall to keep him in the NBA. hasn't been efficient enough for me on some of those looks this season. My dog is already leaving, so I gotta close the door again. Awesome. So everyone said, don't know anybody in this Sixers team. Well, Dembona, mid-second round pick this year. Justin Edwards, top 3 recruit in 2024, ended up going undrafted. First time that's ever happened. Adem Bono, well, saving his own end. You don't ever do that, Adem. Walter under the rim to Barnes for 3. Nope, goes to Barrett for 3. Does he get another one? Nope, not this time. Ricky Council, I honestly don't know a lot about. Lonnie Walker, you should know. Lonnie Walker has been in the NBA for a while now. Number of teams. Spurs when he was younger. Has played for the Lakers. I think he's played for the Celtics as well. Jared Butler, I actually don't know anything about either, really. I think he played for the Wizards. Got drafted by the Wizards. And didn't really do much. 2021 second round pick by the Pelicans. Was traded to the Jazz. And then got waived by the Jazz a year later. Okay. So, okay, he has played for the Wizards. That's where I know him from. And got waived by them as well. So, yeah, somebody who's struggling to stay in the NBA. Jared Butler. Let me see. Ricky Council. What do we know about Ricky Council? I can't imagine he was drafted. I think I would know. Yeah, I went undrafted, signed a 2-way with the Sixers in 2023, and has just stayed with the team since then. He's played with the G League team, but he's just been a 2-way guy with the Sixers. So, okay. I mean, so the Sixers, Lonnie Walker, fringe NBA player, was playing in Europe started year, but a guy who's like, can get NBA deals. Jared Butler, struggling to stay in the NBA. Ricky Council, a 2-way player. Justin Edwards, top 3 recruit, went undrafted, is starting to show good flashes again, so he's been good at them bonus second round picks. It's not a good team. The Americas, Tom Hanks narrating a nature documentary. I'm not sure I'd rock with Tom Hanks. I do watch a lot of nature documentaries, but I'm not sure I'd rock with Tom Hanks doing one. What would you want more? Sixers to keep their pick or OKC to get their pick? So OKC get it if it's outside of the top 6. I would absolutely prefer if the Sixers didn't get their pick. No question. No doubt about it. Fuck the Sixers. Anything to make the Sixers' lives more miserable. Yeah. Sorry. Just got to do one thing right here while I'm streaming. Sheds a line for the Raptors. RJ been playing really well so far today. is this? Sorry, I'm trying to do one thing in the background here. Baji enters a game. 3-ball there, 21-12. Sorry about this, guys. Somebody just came up here. Three-ball there for Hood Schifino, former Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick, who has not been good. That wasn't Hood Schifino. That's a commentary. So that was Ricky Council. Hood Schifino's in the game, though. I liked Hood Schifino pre-draft. He's not been good, though. He is not good. Nope, not at all. Barrett attacking. Oh, and Mobo throws it down. Big dunk there. Where do I sit in the SGA versus Jokic MVP battle? It's really tight. It's really tight. It's like a 50-50. And in the 50-50, oftentimes you'll side with a guy who hasn't won one before and is on the better team. So I don't think there's a wrong. I think there's two wrong answers. Like if you pick Jokic, how could you not pick Shea? If you pick Shea, how could you not pick Jokic? It's incredible. It's both MVP worthy seasons for sure. Absolutely. Cole Swider's in the game, by the way. Our recent 10-day contract signing. Walker lays it in there. Philly down by 2 now after the Walker lay-in. Basically, right now, I'm working on my taxes, and a question has arisen, so I need to sort this, which is why I'm distracted right now. Apologies for that. Yeah, voter fatigue is a thing. It's also like I wouldn't necessarily just go like voter fatigue. I'd say like we're humans. We'd like to see. We'd like to get somebody else the award that they also deserve. You know what I mean? Like, does that kind of make sense? Like, not that you feel bad or anything. Like you just in a tie, like in a 50-50 one. You give it to a guy so he can experience winning an MVP, which he may not get any other time. That's just how voting has gone. Again, I really don't think you can argue against either. Like you can make an extraordinarily credible case for either of those guys. Thank you to Adam Wetstein for sending in this super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Always sending in the support with the super. So. Thank you. Thank you. This is the most unsurprising NCSS in at least 20 years. What's NCSS? Oh, NCAA. Oh, yes. a very unsurprising NCAA tournament. Yes, it is like it's looking like all the 1 seeds are getting in at this point, isn't it? Very few upsets, which some people have been upset about, but almost done. Almost done. What if Nick Nurse makes it out of this summer? I mean, with when Taylor Jang's available, the Sixers might go that way instead of Nurse. Bookies light, only 6 upset, 136 games. I don't know if I'd look at it that way. Like they may have had strong positions on either side. I don't know. I'd be interested to talk to some trades and see how they've done March Madness. But I wouldn't think favorites winning a bunch is affecting their bottom line, really. The last time 4 1 seeds made it to the Final Four was 2008. I mean, you're going to get some really good ball in the Final Four. You're going to get some really good ball. Like, I know it's no upsets, but also, like, sometimes when there's upsets, you get teams in these games that shouldn't be in these games, and they get blown out by, like, a really good team. But that shouldn't be the case this year. Like, we should get some really good hoops in the last stage of this tournament. 25-21. I'm back locked in. Walter for 2 doesn't go. 2:40 to go in the first. Schifino with the and one there for the Sixers. Good ball boring. Yeah. I mean, I think, like, leading up until this point, it's boring that there's no upsets, really. Once we're, like, at the Final Four, now it's like we want the good hoops. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry. (25-24) for the Raptors. Barnes here going at Bagley. M. Bagley. I don't know who this is. Marcus Bagley. M. Bagley is an unfortunate name. Not Marcus's fault, but M. Bagley is an unfortunate name. As is A. Reese at this point, to be honest. If I had to pick an MVP for tanking, would Nick Nurse hands down win it? I don't know, man. Darko last year was pretty good at it. I'm not sure what my MVP would be. Sixers keep them with the Raptors here. Raptors entered this game as 6-point favorites. Neither team really wants to win. Couple free throws dropped there for Wheeler. Philip Wheeler. See, the bench guys are guys I've not heard of. The Sixers looks like they have 9 players available today. Barnes going at Wheeler and laying it in for the Raptors. Barnes in the corner to Abaji. Pump fake, steps inside, goes opposite corner to Battle. Up top for Swider. He's got to have that. Cole Swider drills a 3 for the Raptors. It's safe to say this boy can shoot. Very safe to say this boy can shoot. And he's been pretty solid in this 10-day contract as the Raptors get the steal with Abaji. Mobo back to Abaji. Fumbles the pass. That's a travel. That's pretty poor execution there. Council for 3. Step back 3. Front rim it away. Gets it back. Goes to the rim and puts it away. Raptors up 30-28 here. Barnes. Switching on to Wheeler. Shot clock at 8 as the first quarter winds down. Barnes lays it up and lays it in. Wanted the foul. Doesn't get it, but puts the Raptors up by 4. Hochefino with the shot clock off now for the Sixers. Jamison Battle, the defender here. We get one more stop to end off the first. Hochefino sticking with it the whole time. Step back to the left and nails the 3. Raptors trying to get one up at the buzzer. Battle puts it up, back rim and away. Sixers take. Reduce the deficit to 1 at the end of the first. All right. First quarter in the books. I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom when I get back. We got second quarter action the way. Drop a like while I'm gone, and we'll keep things going in just a moment. All right, Second quarter about to start. But more importantly, it's time to do the door shot. I'm not going to rush this. Let's do the door shot. Terrence says, 76ers are good at tanking. The roster is such trash without Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey. Well, the thing about the Sixers is they're trash with them as well. All right. 13-45 in the season on the first net, and then 0-14 since then. So I went from wanting to hit 35 this season to I'm hoping I hit 1 for the rest of the year on this new net. Awesome, Matthews just scored. 1 on the new net, please. Please. Need a lot of arc. Need a lot of arc. I never get enough arc. That was a cold case of the yips. One of them that just didn't leave my hands like it had happened before. One more. One more. Prove I can do it. One more. Kick came back. One more. That's enough for today. All right. Well, 5 more games to go for me this season. Raptors have 7 more. I'm only going to do 5 of them. Oh, man. 0-15 on this net. What? I'm going to go 0-20 on this net. Then we can wipe this door shot record clean and start fresh next year. I'll practice in the off season, and next year I'll make a couple, but god damn, it has been an ugly season. I am ashamed. I'm sorry, everybody. I've let you down again. I want to make one so bad, but I think I want to make one too bad, and now I'm just super nervous taking him. It's a case of the yips. A cold case of the yips. I'm not calling it a year yet. Not yet. Shrivel Fermentation just tuned in right on time for the door shot disaster class. Yes, indeed. Yep. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting some tax questions, so I'm just sorting this out as well at the same time. You need to tell you need to tell your favorite player and shoot. Like, oh, who have I said? You know, as a kid, I didn't really understand enough about basketball to know what was going on, so I probably really liked Bargnani. If it's either him or Calderon, I probably would have shot it as I took a shot like that. What a time, huh? Kids grew up with Andrea Bargnani being marketed as the guy. Why is this not working? You don't make one for the rest of the season, you have to retire. I will never retire the door shot. I will continue to practice. I will continue to try. And I will continue to work to get better. I'm going to keep doing it. 40-35 for the Raptors here. Gonna go for the stream. Gonna forward the stream to Masai. We can show you the talent to make sure San Antonio doesn't catch us. Yeah, we'd lose every game if I ever played. That's for sure. Robinson for 3. Man, this guy hitting threes for us. All right, guys. To show your support to the channel, get yourself some merch if you haven't already. We got hats in white and black. We got shirts in most sizes available. Some of them sold out. I think 2 out of 5 are sold out. I think it's the mediums and large that are sold out. But every other size, hey, get yourself some merch. As Swider nails another 3. Support the channel. Get some cool stuff as well in return. And yeah, I'd really appreciate that. Cole Swider's got Cole Swider's a sniper, man. He's shooting like 45% to G League. That boy can shoot. Whew. Next season, O of 82. O of 102 if we make the playoffs. So this season, I set out with the goal of streaming 70 games. I'm obviously not going to do that at this point. I'm probably going to miss by 5. If the Raptors were serious and, like, I didn't have, like, less... Because, like, I dodge plans, like, when the Raptors are playing. You know what I'm saying? I like dodge plans to do these streams. But like streams are very high priority for me start of the year, you know what I'm saying? But then as the season goes on, now, you know, family dinner, one of the dates I could give up to make that happen for everybody, you know, if everybody else is free that's going to this thing. Okay, I'll give up a Raptors against the Hornets on a Friday night because, like, you know, I can miss that. Whereas, like, if, like, early in the season, I'd be like, a Raptor playing, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, my tolerance for missing streams has, which direction would it be? I have, increased my tolerance for missing streams, essentially. So I'll do 65 games. Next season, the goal will be 70. And if I was able to do 70 this year, I'll definitely be able to get there next year. But lot of streams still, a lot of content, a lot of videos. I always appreciate the support, guys. Thanks for making another fun year on the channel, regardless. Lower my chair an inch. I actually have made it an inch higher in the last month or so. So it's helped with my back actually a bit. So so I was missing when the chair was lower as well, is what I'm saying. Hard to pass a good opportunity with friends and family. Yeah, that's the thing where it's like, okay, I'd rather do, with no disrespect to you guys, but I'd rather, you know, do something like that than watch the Raptors play the Spurs and get blown out, you know? Am I going to do playoff streams? I'm not sure. I honestly, like, been a really long season. I don't know if I want to commit to like 3-hour windows where I'm streaming. Maybe some big games, but no promises. I will stream regardless. I'll do like 1-hour streams here and there, just covering, doing like NBA coverage, just chatting with you guys, hanging out, having fun. But I won't commit to many like full watch party playoff streams, just because like life is busy, and I don't really feel compelled to like, off season's got to be off season for me too. You know what I'm saying? But there'll still be loads of streams in the off season. Maybe they won't be watch parties, but we'll have some video game content for members. I'll try to fire up cooking content for members every once in a while. For general streams, we'll just do general NBA coverage and just chatting stuff. It'll be fun. And videos come thick and fast in the off season as well, especially as we head towards the NBA draft. I love doing the NBA draft videos. OG Anunoby last 6 games, 28 points, 2 steals, 56% from the field, 42% from 3. And of course, the comments are like throwbacks, like the next Kawhi videos. I made my fair share of OG next Kawhi videos. Man, if I looked back on my videos, because covering the Raptors this in depth for 5 years, I've learned a lot about basketball. I've aged as an NBA fan. I have a bigger understanding of the league. Some of my takes were probably just horrendous at the time. So Maya, wearing the merch today. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much for rocking it. Thank you so much for that support, Samaya. Really appreciate that. Glad you're celebrating in some merch today. I know you were participating in Ramadan, which ended yesterday. So I'm sure you enjoyed the festivities and celebrating with some merch today. Appreciate that a lot. 48-38 Raptors here. Started to kind of pull away. I kind of expect them to do that. It's just really hard for the Raptors to lose these games when their defense is so good. Like, their defense has been locked in lately. And I give a ton of credit to the coaching staff for that shift mid-season, where I was like, they will never, this coach staff can never figure out defense. And then all of a sudden, they were just the best in the league. Like, one of the best in the league, at least. He stepped on the court during the inbound. I remember when Bruno Fernando, earlier in the season, I tell you, that'd be a guy helping the tank. There was an inbound where he literally, had both feet on the court and didn't even step outside. Just grabbed the ball 2 feet on the floor, on the court, and inbounded it. Do you guys remember that? And I lost it. I reenacted it on my carpet here. He had 2 feet inbounds and passed it into quickly, I think it was. Yeah, Taylor Jenkins getting the can was really surprising. So it took me a while to try and figure this out. I talked to one of my friends who's very in tune with the league and other fan bases as well. So I think it's crazy they fired Jenkins. I think Jenkins is a great coach, first of all. The timing is ludicrous. 9 games left in the year when they are a playoff team and could challenge for a chip this year is ludicrous. But in seeing, the sentiments online, so essentially what it looks like is Memphis has a stacked group of assistant coaches, and particularly the guy they hired as their interim head coach. I forget his name. Very big fans of him as a coach. They were concerned that he was going to leave in the offseason to pursue a head coaching job elsewhere and was going to get it. So the most logical reason for me, and it doesn't excuse the timing, but the logical thing for me is the Grizzlies felt like the assistant coaches were the ones doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and they wouldn't miss Jenkins, and they didn't want to lose the assistant that they've now made the head coach. So that's how I think that's the best way to rationalize it. Does not excuse the timing. Incredibly bad timing, which is inexcusable. I didn't see anything about Ja Morant and Jenkins having an altercation. I'm not sure about that. But, I mean, this is what makes the most sense to me. But Darko's not going anywhere. Darko's not going anywhere. Like, I think the Raptors have been really bad the rest of the year, which they kind of have been, but they're also, like, really good defense now, and he's going to have a good team. Darko wasn't going anywhere to begin with. The fact that they've, like, really become a good defense and the team's played a lot better lately definitely showcases, shed his block there, showcase Darko's going to stay. It was revealed today by Michael Grange, and the fact that he revealed it today kind of shows that they're going to stick with him. I feel like this was a calculated PR move. At the end of last season, Darko Rajakovic was given the 4th-year option on his contract. So last summer, he got his 4th-year option, which is pretty crazy timing with the Raptors, like 1 year, and then all of a sudden, all right, yeah, we're good to give you another 3 years after not knowing what's going to happen next year. And last year, he wasn't even good. But Darko is under contract, according to Michael Grange, through the 26th to 27 season. So that is like, I have spent almost 2 full years trying to find any information on the tenure of Darko's contract, the term. And we finally have our answer. It's a 3+1, and he's already been given the +1. So it's 2 more years under contract for Darko after this. If the Raptors struggle next season, I think he's done. There's no excuses next year. Really, like, there's been lots of excuses this year and last year, to be fair. I was very upset with him last year as a coach. I thought he did a very poor job. I thought this year, to start the year, he did very poorly. But they have turned it around second half of the season. They've put together a fantastic defense. The players are still playing hard. The offense has been, like, mostly watchable in the second half of the season. It's been a lot. It's been promising. Like maybe things can be good next year. I'm not sure. I need to measure square footage. 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. Sorry, I was a bit abrupt. Don't you think Darko is a good coach? I'm not sold on Darko, but there's definitely a lot of promise shown in the second half of the season. I'm not too proud to say that. I think if the Raptors are not a top 8 team, there's a problem next year. Like, I mean, the East this year, the Hawks are what, 35 and 39, or 35, 38, and they're the 7th seed right now. Magic are 36 and 39, and they're the 7th seed. Like, yeah, I think we should maybe more measure it by record. Like, we should be a 500 team at worst next year. $52-43 for the Raptors. 3:49 to go in the second quarter here. Walter in the corner, defended by Hood Schifino. If we're in the plane, I'll view that as a failure. I don't know about failure. Like obviously there's like a lot of context. Like, what if there's like a lot of good teams in the East and we finish 7th? Like, I don't think that's a failure necessarily, but I would, like, going to the year, like, you know, you look at the team, you look at the investment. That's a team you're expected to be like top 6 and in the playoffs. But like this year, the 6th seed is 40 and 33, the Bucks right now. The Bucks are probably going to win 44, 45 games. Do I see the Raptors going like 45 and 37 next year? I don't know. That might be a little bit tough, but Like if they go like 43 and 41, let's say, into the 7th seed, I'd be like, okay, that's a pretty good season still. Or fuck, not 43. That doesn't add up. 42 and 40, let's say. So there'll have to be some context. But yes, my expectation is they should make the playoffs next year. If something goes wrong if they don't. So I guess, yeah, making it through the plane would be like, we did make it, but like we snuck in and then we get a shitty first round matchup. 54-47. Walter short on the 3. 2:28 to go. Philly making another push at the end of the quarter. Time for us to start Temple and Robertson. Well, Orlando Robinson. Robinson is starting. Temple's not playing. We could be playing him. Outside of an injury, we need to get prep up and get the job done. Yeah, fair enough. I think that's, like for the coaching staff as well. You know, it's been 2 really bad seasons, win-loss wise. So, yeah, I guess I'd have to agree. Like, excuses. Yeah, no more excuses, I suppose. I'll be with you on that one. Shed with the right doesn't go. Rebound to Council. 56-49 as we got about 90 seconds to go in the second quarter here. Lonnie Walker with the right doesn't go. Walter for 3 and got it. Need more of those from Jacoby, especially for next season. He may have a bigger role next year. Actually, he may not have a bigger role, but maybe in a more important role, let's say. Reese for 3 for the Sixers, off the mark. Raptors trying to extend the 10-point lead. Barrett under the rim and lays it past Reese and extends that lead to 12. How are so many fans this game? How are they getting seats in? How are they still getting asses in seats? Is what I want to say. Like, how are people paying for courtside tickets right now? Who's going to these? Like, kids is like, one thing. Because kids will just want to see the team win no matter what. And will have a great time no matter what. They don't really know who's playing. But, I don't know. Beyond that, who's going to these? Walter for 3. Off the mark. Derek says, your best player can't shoot threes in 25. How many winning teams have that? Well, I guess the Sixers weren't a winning... I guess the Bucks. Shed for 3. Doesn't go. And tipped at the buzzer by Walter. They're going to count it. They'll have a look. But Raptors up 12 at worst. At best, up 14. Oh, yeah, they're going to count that. 14 points of the good teams. Who's not shooting threes? So Rockets, Shankler's not a volume shooter from 3. Grizzlies, I guess, they can shoot. Jaren Jackson, John Morant, either way. And they're not like snipers from the outside, are they? I wouldn't say Barnes can't shoot threes. So I don't know if that's a fair comment. Cole Swider talking it over at half year. Hey, props to him. He's got an opportunity here to play big NBA minutes for the first time ever. And he's doing a solid job with them. Tycoon says, Raps are playing basketball. They are playing basketball. You know what? We've had a lot of really bad games where it's just, like, the basketball sucks. I think we should be, like, decently happy. Like, it hasn't sucked today. It hasn't been just an awful game, and it's just this is a game of basketball being played. Like, the Raptors have actually, like, done some things. They've done okay. Like, Barrett's played pretty well, 7 of 14, 19 points. So, 19 first half points always pretty sweet. 5 assists from him as well. Barnes, I wish we would have gotten more involved here. He's 2 of 7. Robinson, solid, 3 of 4. Jamal Shead struggled, 1 of 7 here. But he does have 6 assists. And I believe, I want to double check here. NBA rookie leaders in assists. I believe Jamal Shead is actually first in this category. That's a lie, sorry. He's top 5. Collier is way out ahead at 6.1. Carrington has 4.1. Jamal Shead has 3.9. So he's top 5 in rookie assists. I do think Mobile's in 8th, which is pretty crazy. I do think Shed's got a pretty good shot at an all-rookie team, which would be great for him as a 45th pick. Further down, Cole Swider, 9 minutes with a couple threes. That's what he does. He shoots threes. Jameson Battle, 1 of 4 from threes. I mean, that's what he does, but perhaps does a little bit more beyond just that. Bobo's 3 of 3, 5 rebounds, solid his 13 minutes. Abaji, I thought Abaji would be getting a lot of minutes like in this stage this season, but it's not really happening. But good player. I like Abaji. On the Sixers side of things, Council, 4 of 8. Walker, 6 of 11. They're leading the way for the Sixers, but they're really struggling from 3, hence why they're down by 14. Raptors shooting 44% of the field, 30% for 3, so not bad. Like, solid numbers overall. Sixers, 41% from the field, but 18% from 3. And the Sixers have turned the ball over 11 times compared to 4 by the Raptors, so that is where the difference being made here. Raptors leading the possession battle. Raptors out-shooting their opponent. Raptors up by 14 at the half. All right, let's keep moving here. Let's do the Pirtle. Yeah. Pirtle time. Pull it up here. We'll probably do a couple as well. Because, actually, we can do a few, depending how long they take. Because they let you go back and do old ones now, which is a new feature, which probably should have been a feature for a while. Anyways. Sec. Tax season, man. I fucking hate doing taxes. I mean, you don't need me to tell you what a stupid thing making people do their own taxes is, but that's the world we live in. You know, Intuit TurboTax? You know how they have all those commercials? They're like, you can do anything except taxes, because, like, we'll do it for you. Yeah, they lobbied against the government, making it so, like, the government do your taxes for you. They lobbied against that. So, like, all these ads, you can do anything but your taxes. Like, we could have, if it wasn't maybe for you trying to stop us from having this euphoric society where we don't have to do our own fucking taxes. Anyways, all right. Let's do this. Anyways. Miguel Bridges, start us off. Guard forward. Okay, so we have likely a guard here, and we likely are in the... Oh, we are in the Atlantic. We likely have a guard in the Atlantic. Okay, so we have a 26 or 27-year-old guard who is 6'3" or shorter in the Atlantic. Okay. So 26, 27. How tall is Manuel Quickly? 26. Barnes is 23. So Barrett's 24. I think Quickly's 25. Okay, I don't think it's Quickly. I believe, unless he just turned 26, which is possible. Okay, so it could be Quickly. I think Brunson is too tall. Yeah, Brunson's too tall. Boston, well, Peyton Pritchard could be 26. Peyton Pritchard, 26 now. Peyton Pritchard might be 26. On the oh man, the problem with this is it could be a Sixers player. It's good we're playing them today because I'm actually seeing a lot of these random guards they have. I'm wondering if it could be one of these random guards on the Sixers. Okay, I don't think Emmanuel Cookie turned 26 yet. Cause I feel like I haven't seen a birthday post for him in a while, which I would have seen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's try Peyton Pritchard. I think he's 25. Let's just try something. Okay, well, he's 26. Oh, he's 27. Wow, he's 27. He's 27. Well, got it in 2. I'm pretty stoked about that. Got it in 2. And what better way to celebrate than a new membership coming in, Gregory, into the All-Star tier. Thank you so much, Gregory, for sending in yet another membership. And I hope you're enjoying the member-only content and hoping you're enjoying the benefits. Thank you so much for Gregory for being such an amazing supporter of this community over such an extended period of time. Very much appreciated. But yeah, got it in 2. I'm stoked about that. That's your boy doing his work. It ain't about the door shots and all. This is where I showcase my talents. All right, let's do yesterday's. Paper's 27. Wow. All right. So another Atlantic Division player. Okay. This player is 26 or 27 and is 6'7" or 6'8". So I'm going to assume we have a forward. Okay. Tatum comes to mind right away. I don't think Tatum is 28 yet. Surely not. Tatum comes to mind as yeah, he'd be a forward. Brown probably be a guard forward. So Tatum probably be a forward. So Tatum comes to mind. Nobody on the Sixers comes to mind right away. Raptors. Nobody comes to mind. Again, so Tatum, I mean, would it be Celtics player 2 days in a row? I'm not sure. For the Nets, I think Cam Johnson's probably about this age. I don't know what numbers. Well, Tatum wears what number does Tatum wear? I'm so bad with numbers. Tatum, I don't think wears above 25. No, surely not. Cam Johnson, I don't know what number he wears. But I don't think he wears like a really high number. What about the Knicks? OG wears number 5? Or he wears a low number. I think he wears 3. Maybe he still wears 3. Could it be... How old's Brandon? Could it be Ingram? Is Ingram still... No, Ingram's probably 28. And Ingram's number 3. So anyways. No, not him. This one's stumping me a little bit. Atlantic. Maybe Cam Johnson does wear a big number. Let's try Cam Johnson. Cameron. Let's use the Govey. Okay, so Cameron Johnson, number 2. So not a bad guess, but not correct. So we have Celtics, Sixers, and Raptors. I'm very much struggling to think of a Raptors player who's 26, 27. Unless I'm an idiot. Nobody on the roster sticks out to me in this age group. I don't think Abaji's... Well, is it Abaji? Abaji would probably be a guard forward. Baji's also not 6'7". This player's 6'7". I don't think it's a Raptors player. Sixers. Got a lot of randos on this team, right? A lot of randoms on this team, but like Edwards is young. Celtics is Tatum doesn't wear this big of a number, surely. Does he? Wish I knew numbers better, man. Tatum wears... I actually don't think I could tell you what number he wears. Well, who else on the Celtics this age? Let's try Tatum just so we can waste a guess and get the team, maybe. Okay, it is a Boston player. Wow, Tatum's a guard forward. So it's not Brown, because Brown is definitely a guard forward. Boston, strictly forward on Boston. Who is at the end of this team's bench, bro? It's because he's starters, not one of the starters. It's like Cornette, obviously not him. He's forward center, according to this game, which we learned in the past. Is it Hauser? Sam Hauser's tall. Okay. Probably could have got that in 3. Kind of a little bit upset I didn't get in 3 now, but I'll take 4. I'll take 4. Got to circle back and watch shot. I wouldn't. This was a bad one today. Not a good one for me today. All right, hey, got it in 2. Or got it in 4. That's still pretty good. Do we got another chance? I think another one. Sorry, almost done here. Okay, game's coming back. All right, done 2 pearls. And the one that counted towards my record keeping on this website was in 2. So, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. Taylor is 6'7" is a pretty big weapon. But, hey, Cole Swider's like 6'8", so Swider wants to be pretty good for us. Maybe he can be our Sam Hauser type, you know? Why all of a sudden are Matty D and Al Williams not getting courtside seats for the commentary? And they got Vince with them today. All right, David. Enjoy your night. White Lotus night, everybody. Unfortunately, going to miss the drop at 9, but right after the stream, it's White Lotus time. Okay. Back in it for the second half. Raptors up 14. 11:53 to go in the third. 7.5 games left in this godforsaken season. Barrett in the paint. Up with the left. Blocked by Bona. Other way with Council to Walker, who misses on the layup. Sometimes you get those weird plays. Like, it's hard to explain where, like, you kind of expect as you're going up or as you're moving somewhere that, like, somebody's going to make body contact with you. So you almost, like, anticipate that and, like, brace yourself. And then when no contact actually comes, it throws you off more that nobody hit you. It's kind of tough to explain, but I've had that playing basketball where I'm like I'm dribbling, I'm trying to like keep a guy off me, then nobody hits me, so then I'm like all of a sudden very off balance. So anyways, it looked like Walker went up there and was expecting to get some contact at the rim, but then didn't, and then all of a sudden like didn't know what to do with the ball, and missed the layup. So Raptors clean up there, 65-49, up big now. How does Nicholas Nurse go through this, man? Edwards blocked by Robinson. Walter has the rebound, gives it to Barnes, and then transition dunk with a little bit of emphasis. Puts the Raptors up even larger, 67-49. Sky Barnes with the 6 points. 76 are playing the worst roster in the NBA. It probably is, you know. Like, the Wizards have some guys. The Sixers don't really have any guys. Well, yeah, I think the Jazz. Yeah, this is probably the worst. Barnes in the corner to Walter for 3. Big shot. Raptors up by 19. The tank battle, as I said, is over. I said in the title, tank battle's over. Hopefully the Raptors cover the spread now. I have the Raptors spread, so I hope they cover at this point. At this point, I'm happy I bet them. 76ers not even playing Grimes or Yabusele or Drummond, but yeah, they're really tanking hard. Iron goes to the rack again and gets to foul again. RJ Barrett's been great today. This is a wrecking ball RJ performance. Another Monday tomorrow. I need a vacation. I'm definitely hitting that stage where I need a week of nothing on the beach, you know? Long NBA season. You know what? Once the NBA season's done, like my work life will lighten up a little bit because I do NBA shows every morning. My work life will cool down a little bit. I won't be doing 3-hour streams 3 times a week. More like 1 hour. Tell you, I could use a beach vacation. But, no, can't afford one. So, we'll settle for... I am going to Europe in the summer. So, I'll wait for that. I'm going. To be fair, I'm going to Pittsburgh in a couple weeks. Not... For a couple nights, I'm going to Pittsburgh. I'm playing in a charity soccer game. So, I guess that's a bit of a vacation. But, like a week of nothing. Anyways, everyone wants a vacation. Silver must be angry as hell, the tanking and viewership slump. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they're discussing ways to decentivize this again. I don't know what it will take. Like, the thing about baseball is, like, the draft isn't as big of a deal. You know, like, is it? So, like, I feel like when I'm watching baseball late season, like, you still, like, kind of, you still want your own team to win. Football, there's just not enough games to be, like, super pressed about. It's like, football's fine. It's like, the Giants gave up the first overall pick by winning their second last game of the season, which vexed me beyond belief. But, anyways, like, soccer, MLS, I don't really give a shit about the MLS draft. Like, that's not making that much of an impact on your team. So, like, I don't really care about tanking there. I think in basketball, individual talent is by far and away the most important. Like, one single really good player completely changes your team relative to other leagues, right? So, tanking is so important in basketball because that player is so important to your team where maybe it isn't for other leagues. So, that's why the tanking dilemma is humongous in the NBA compared to other leagues. A little bit in the NFL as well, but it doesn't feel that way. Maybe because the NFL season is so short. So it's definitely a problem in the NBA that I don't really know how to fix it. Like, I watch English soccer and I will always, like, there's no drafts. So, like, you always want your team to win as many games as possible. Barnes, that is poor, Scotty. Get back on defense, man. I know we're up by 19. Butler missed a layup, but is fouled. I can't believe we have a planned destruction of the world economy on April 2nd. We're all just hanging out. What's happening April 2nd? Am I in Mars? What did I miss? April 2nd. Economy? Oh. Tariff day. Oh. Well, that's not good, is it? At least he's not calling our prime minister governor anymore. Small steps. Seven players ejected in the Pistons-Timberwolves game. Wow. Is there another iconic clip of Isaiah Stewart running through coaches like a prime running back? Try to find a video of it. Anthony Edwards is one technical away from a suspension, so he's probably got to just get that at some point this season. Which doesn't happen in the playoffs. Bona with the right, got it. So at some point, Edwards will have to purposely get a tech. I'm trying to watch this video here. So Naz Reid went up, got blocked by Ron Holland, then really went at him there. Then DiVincenzo went at Holland, and there's a big brawl, and a lot of people got involved. And it looks like it's possible some bench players left, and if you leave the bench, you are automatically ejected. So I think that maybe that happened there. Isaiah Stewart, of course, got ejected because, Beef Stew got to get involved in the beef, no pun intended. But the NBA has a lot of rules in place to completely eliminate the possibility of a Malice to Palace 2.0 ever happening. If you step into the crowd as a player, immediate ejection. If you leave the bench as a player, immediate ejection. They have a lot of rules in place to stop anything close to the Malice to Palace ever happening again. I kind of felt the same way, Thomas Perry. If anything good has come out of the tariffs, it has revitalized the passion for the country, which had been missing for a while. I don't know, something mundane, but going to TFC games, the national anthem, more people singing it more loudly, people are really dug into the pride of the country at the moment. So that's been a positive, in a negative way. People buying more local, I think, has been a good thing, and I think a lot of this stuff will kind of spill over once all this BS is over as well. Surprised there is this much fans in Philly buying tickets to watch 60. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I have no idea who's going to these games. What I think are some of the top mistakes the past few seasons that have led us to where we are at the moment. In the end, the Siakam trade kind of worked out, but I think the big thing is they held on a little bit too long to that team that wasn't going anywhere. I think that's really the big mistake. Other than that, I don't see a glaring mistake they made, a glaringly bad trade. Big mistake, letting Fred walk was a mistake. The Siakam situation kind of worked out in the end. It's turned into Brandon Ingram pretty much. So that's kind of worked out in the end, and they've kind of solved that one. I see the chat is not working on the stream here. I'll try to fix that. Chat's working. It's just not showing up properly on the stream here. Oh, and now the chat's... Oh, there it is. Okay. If the BSNs, that's true. I think it will, but what do I know? Um, yeah, the Norm trade is kind of a big one, I guess. That like you traded Norm for Trent, who didn't work out and left for nothing. That was a mistake. That's one of the bigger ones. But I think it was a calculated like risk, and it just didn't work out. I don't like put a lot of blame on the front office for that one. That trade made sense. I'll just say I love tank lineups, fantasy basketball playoffs are hilarious. Yeah, my fantasy basketball league, we've done it for many years. The last 2 years, we have moved the playoffs up a week. And this season, thankfully, we moved it up a week. And it was last week. I won my fantasy league this year. We moved it up a week to last week. If we had kept it going this week, it would have been carnage. I mean, it already was carnage. But like it kind of tested your abilities as a fantasy basketball coach because some people had more luck than others with the players they had, I guess. But like also like sneaky pickups. Like I got Quentin Grimes as a free agent, and he was one of my top players in the playoffs. Like maybe like one of the key reasons I won the whole thing. You have to like really strategize your lineups. You can't just set and forget. You have to like keep on strategizing lineups and how to use your injury reserve spots and everything. So hey, it is a kind of a shame, but also like it does add a layer to it, I suppose. What would Norman Powell average if he was a first option somewhere? Yeah, mid-20s all of a sudden looks like it's even possible for him. It's he's been so great. I'm so happy for him. It's a shame it's not with Toronto, but for real, so happy for him. He's a guy who hustles and deserves it. Sixers have fought back here. Raptors led 77-58, and it is a 11-1 run for Philadelphia. So it's a 9-point game. Raptors perhaps understanding their assignment here. Battle. Putting it on the deck. Goes in the corner. Abaji loves this spot. Doesn't showcase it there, though. Front room and away. Fear level 1 to 10 that the Spurs out-tank the Raptors, drop us to 8th best odds. San Antonio, I believe, also have a pretty easy schedule, if I'm not mistaken. No, they have a hard one, actually. Threat level, it's not threat level midnight. They're also like 5.5 games above us. The Raptors, 4.5 games above us. The Raptors' next 3 games after today are Bulls, who they'll lose to probably. Bulls, Blazers, and Detroit. So 3 games they'll be underdogs in. Fear level, 3 out of 10. I don't think it'll happen. They'll probably lose to the Bulls, Blazers, and Pistons. And 3 losses in a row might just seal it for the season. And then we also play the Spurs in the last game of the season. That could be a showdown. But I don't even think it will be. I think we will. I think we'll be good. We are not catching Brooklyn or Philly at this point. Absolutely not. I think if we get 7 or worse pick, we should trade it with RJ for an all-star player. Well, yeah, like if, a team wanted RJ and a 7 for an all-star, I'd do it too, but I don't think that's happening. Play-in odds, no shot. Too far. They're too far. And at this point, like, the Bulls are rolling. The Hawks have been great lately. The Magic aren't going to try and lose, and the Heat are definitely not going to try to lose. We are not making the play-in. That's threat level. That's like 2, maybe 1. Like that is not happening. Those teams will win too much. Like we'd have to go pretty much like undefeated the rest of the season. Goaltending called there as I think it was Battle went through him. Goaltending on Bona. 80-69 for the Raps. 4:55 to go in third. Walker to Edwards, defended by Battle. Now Hood Shafino. Baseline J is good. Shed. Pass the screen. Off the glass, doesn't go. Rebound to Bona. Flips it out to Hood Schifino. And Mobile with a steal in transition there. Walter cross-court pass to Shed for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound tip to Walter, though. To Battle. Open look for 3. And he gets himself going from outside. Knocking one down here. I think he's 2 of 5 from 3 now. Yeah, 2 of 5. It is a very lame spot to be in, yes. If the Saints just call and say, hey, Messiah, we have Paul George. We would like RJ. Oh, you can't do that. All right, Paul George is worse than RJ Barrett and makes double the money. So I'll pass. I'll pass. Easily. Wow, nice pass by Walker there. Sixers really clawing back into it now. 8-point game all of a sudden. It's tough to know if the Raptors are trying to lose or what. Are the Sixers trying to lose, or sorry, the Raptors trying to lose, or are they just not playing well? I don't know. Seven ejections in the Pistons games with DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, Pablo Prigioni, Marcus Sasser, Ron Holland, Isaiah Stewart, and JB Bigstaff got ejected. Wow. Trying to just find some more information about it, but big brawl. I guess some players left the bench. I don't think Prigioni was in the game. And automatic ejection. All right, well. Sixers on the way back here. Raptors led by 19. Looked like it was like game over at 77-58, but big run for the Sixers, and that's a 17-6 run. 17-6 run for the Sixers. So here we go. I don't think RJ is going to get traded. I wouldn't mind seeing what's out. I definitely would. I'd love to see what's out there, but I don't think he's going to get traded in the end. Can't happen. But I think they'll be shopping him. It's probably going to be an awkward offseason for RJ. So if I understand this, if we are 7 overall, we don't get a shot at top 3 picks. You don't understand this. That is absolutely not the case. Just read this. Just read that. Everything about the lottery is quantified. So you got to remember. Who, like, Raptors fans this game, who is traveling for this game? Like, who is making the drive down to Philly for this? Like, maybe if you're like, I guess if you're like a Raptors fan close to the border. But even then, like, why are you going to this game? Do we keep our pick? Yeah, there's no issue with, like, trading picks away. We have control of all of our picks. So no matter where the Raps end up, they have their own pick. Yeah. Player's girlfriend, family for day. I don't know. I don't think everyone in the crowd here is a family member. All right, out of timeout. Sixers have got Hood Schifino at the line now. And really, yeah, man, I thought my 6-point spread bet was looking comfy, but nope. I know the tickets are cheap, but it's just like you have to go there. Like, who's driving all the way to Philly to watch this game? On the floor for the Raptors, Walter, Abaji, Mobo, Battle, and I think it's Swider down there in the corner. It is. Sixers have Reese, Council, Hood-Strafino, Edwards, and Bagley. Marcus Bagley, not Marvin. Battle turnaround jumper's good. 85-71, big bucket for Toronto. Wonder if Barnes and Barrett are coming back in this one. Do tickets cost less this year? In Philly, they're really cheap right now. I don't know how cheap, but I've seen that they're low. Terrence Mann also ejected today. Everyone getting ejected today. What's going on around the league? Three ball there is good for Toronto. Is that Swider? No. Mobo made a three. Holy shit. That's cool. Hawks are about to beat the Bucks. Fuck. Warriors beating San Antonio by 43. Charlotte, New Orleans tied late in the fourth. Neither of them want to win that. Houston, Phoenix just getting started. Pistons, Minnesota in the third. Fuck. Just read on X, the 76ers have quarter three for Battle. Raptors extend their lead out again. I just read on X that the 76ers have lock all exists and are demanding that fans stay and watch the games. What? I thought ours were the fourth most expensive next to Golden State Lakers. We do. Oh, this game's in Philly, Gregory. This ain't a home game. Yeah, Raptors tickets are expensive still. Sixers tickets are not. This is in Philly. Toronto tickets are pricey. Hence why I very rarely attend games. I've been to one this year. I went to none last year. I don't know if I went 2 full seasons without going to a game. I might have. I maybe did. I think I went 2 years without going to a Raptors game. It's kind of crazy. I go to like a couple Leafs games a year. I go to a ton of Jays games, but yeah. $91.82 as the third quarter winds down. We're making it through. Abaji to Robinson. Leafs are expensive. I won't deny that. But they're good. So, like, you know, I can go have fun and really, like, dig into wanting them to win. You know what I'm saying? Council to Bagley. Now Edwards. Long two is off the mark in the hands of Battle. Blue Jays did okay. Yeah, I'll take a split with the Orioles. No, not very reassuring losses. 12-2 in the home opener, the season opener. And then Scherzer doesn't play fantastic in the third game. But, yeah, 2-2 with the Orioles isn't bad. I've not seen the Mo Salah meme, McClellan. Leafs are like, when I went, it was like $100 to get a seat. Like, the get-in price a bit lower, but, like, I don't think I'm ever going to buy a ticket for, like, the standing section behind all the seats. It's just I want a chair. Which is funny, because I go to TFC games and buy tickets in the standing section and stand the entire game. I do not want to do that at a Leafs game. Jays just got to go 500 over the first 40 games. The strength of schedule is really tough. Okay, that's good to know. So it's a top-heavy thing, like the Raptors were, I guess. They can still make the playoffs this year, despite all the turmoil with that team. I think the last game I attended, Vince Carter made a tremendous block at the 3-point line in front of us a while ago. Wow. Great, you ain't been to the game in a while. Although I don't know if you're local to Toronto. I can walk to the Rogers Center, I can walk to Scotiabank Arena, I can walk to BMO Field. So like I can easily get to these games and just don't go. That's the thing. I get if you're like out of town, you're not making the big trip, but I can just walk. Jay's games are not that expensive, so easy to justify going to these ones. Cambridge. Okay, so not too far. Like you could do it, but it's not like super convenient. Fourth quarter on the way, everybody. Raptors up by 13. Let the Sixers back into the game a little bit after leading by 19. Barrett, 24 points. I'm wondering if he's going to get... He'll probably get 4 more minutes in this game. Barnes as well, 4 or 5 more minutes. Really nice game from Barrett. Solid from Barnes. Just all over the stat sheet. Swider looking okay. Battle had a great third quarter there. He's to 13 points. Mobile looks great today. Abaji looks good. Walters had a good game. Not Shed's best, but we've had some other good games from him. We're shooting well today. 47% from the field, 46% from 3. 95 points inside 3 quarters. Winning the turnover battle by 10. It's been good. Oh, sorry. It's been good. We've had really bad games in this run where it's just unwatchable almost, but it's been good today. Patrick says Sky's efficiency really dropped and got to fix it up. Yeah, I would say the fact that he's like almost done his 4th year and he's still not like just automatic at the rim is a problem. Like I'm a big Scotty Barnes fan, but as far as like being like your lead scorer, it doesn't look like that's gonna ever come because it's just not sharp enough all the time. Doesn't mean he isn't like a fantastic player, but as like the lead scorer for your team, I don't know if it's going to be that in his career, unfortunately. But very young and a long way to go still. What's my prediction for the Leafs this coming playoffs? Eastern Conference Finals minimum. If they win a playoff series, I'd be happy again. Like, goaltending has been so... I mean, I'm not super tapped in with the Leafs, but the goaltending has been horrendous lately. That's just going to be a problem for the playoffs. Depends where they finish. Like if they're the 1 seed, I'll back them to win a series for sure. I don't think they will be favored in a series against the Panthers or I think it's the Lightning, right? Senators, I would suspect they'd win that series, but it's also like a tough, not a great matchup either. So win a series, and I think we'll just be all right. At least you're 1-1. Gabe says, love your streams. Wanted to hop on and say what's up. Got to head out. Stay gold and keep it up. Thank you so much, Gabe. Appreciate the support over the season, man. Very much appreciated. Hope you have a good night. A lot of fun content coming at you guys in the summer. Make sure you subscribe to Amateur Sports, guys. Keep up with all that. Drop a like if you enjoyed the stream. Check out the merch as well. Links in the description and in the chat. Hats, stickers, shirts. Support your boy. As Barrett, another 3. RJ up to 27 points tonight. And he shot the ball well, 4-7 from 3. He's gotten to the rim well. Great game from RJ Barrett. His night should end shortly, though, as Raptors up 16. Lonnie Walker going past Barnes. Nice handles. Scoops it up and air balls the layup. Other way, somebody called. Jump ball called between Bona and Barnes. Why are Barnes and RJ playing? They usually get like the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. Raptors have kind of just decided what the minutes are going to be, and whatever happens, happens. Like they're lowering their mid-starter minutes by a lot, but they always play like 27, 28 minutes now. They seem to be pretty consistent at that point. Bona won the jump, and then it looked like Butler just didn't run after the ball fast enough. Like, Abaji just burned him. That was... Did anybody else clock that? Like, Butler just didn't even, like, run properly there. Bona, man. Throwing it down there. Barrett. Going past Council. He's going to the corner to Butler, but it's turned over. Turned on the Jets for sure. Butler to Walker for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound in the hand of Battle. And he's tied up, and it'll be another jump ball. Another jump ball. Oof, Bona's big boy. Did you see the kid courtside? Kid courtside is like this. That's funny. That's funny. Paul George is injured rest of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Maxey might be as well. I think they're actually injured. It's like Brandon Ingram's injured. Worst ankle sprain in history of ankle sprains. Right? Let me see. Paul George. Yeah, he's out for the season. Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey out with a finger injury, but he should come back this season at some point. Paul George is actually injured, which is different. Robinson out to Barrett, going to the rim and finishing. I think the real mistake of a year, like, guys, they've tanked pretty hard this season. I know they're winning games because they have an easy schedule, but like maybe they haven't been as egregious as other teams with the tanking. They have tanked this year. The Wemby year was a pretty foul use of their resource, I guess. Like, to buy the deadline of the Wemby year was pretty nuts. So that was one we'd look back on and say, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, this, like, they've tried to tank this year. But like the Wemby year, finishing 9th, trading for Pirtle at the deadline, I don't know, man. I mean, at least it's nice to have Pirtle now, but the timing of that was poor. There's Walker at the rim. Excuse me. 18-point game. I know we have more wins than last year, but like last year, like Barrett was injured a lot. He also dealt with a lot of personal issues, missed a ton of games. Quickly was injured a lot. Barnes missed like the entire last like third of the season with the knuckle injury. Pirtle missed 32 games last year. Like, they also had a lot more actual injuries last year. Like, they're trying to tank. They are trying to lose these games for the most part. Like, it's not like they're closing with starters. It's not like all the stars are playing. Could we be doing more? Sure, but like they could be, like they are tanking pretty hard. Bench for the upcoming season is Jamal Shed, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter, Jared Roden, AJ Loss, Colin Castleton. Colin Castleton's not a Raptor anymore, so ignore Castleton. Jared Roden's a two-way guy. I don't think he'd be on the NBA roster next year. AJ Lawson has to make the roster. We'll see. So next year, bench guys, Shed for sure is on the bench. Grady Dick for sure. Jacoby Walter for sure. Ochai Agbaji for sure. Damn, that's kind of your 4. And you're drafting a guy. RJ to rim. Nice dunk there. Up by 20. So yeah, it'll have to be your draft pick, Shed, Grady, and Agbaji. And then you'll have to kind of see on Walter if he can crack the rotation. And you got to see what kind of position you draft as well. Lawson may not make the team. Roden probably won't be on the NBA roster. He's on a two-way. Castleton's already gone. Pearl's a perfect Philly. He is. It's worked out in that way. Yeah, like it's a promising team for next year. Like we were saying earlier, that's really got to be a playoff team next year for the season to be. I don't know if failure is the right word, but if they don't if they don't make the playoffs, it'd be really disappointing next year. Like the resources have been invested to put this team in the playoffs. I feel like you could play on any team, be always starting off. But who are we talking about? Pirtle? Pirtle's really good. What's going on, Q-Man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. If we do trade RJ, what player would you want back? I don't know. It's tough. You're not going to get a better player back. You're kind of just consolidating that into like maybe some other good bench players, like shooting and defense if you can get. Maybe, I don't know, further draft compensation to package elsewhere. I'm not sure. That's why I don't think he gets traded, because I just don't think there's one that really makes sense out there based on like the current market. But a lot can change, and we'll have to see in the offseason what it looks like. Isn't a long-term piece. We should trade him later. Well, market timing kind of a big... Like, you don't want to just throw him away for nothing. That's the thing. Like if there's a good trade for RJ, then yeah, go for that. But don't just trade him for nothing. KD. What? Which up? KD. Oh. Go all out for KD. Depends how much you got to give up. If you've got Barnes, Ingram, and KD, like, you go all out for a few years. Like, KD is still all NBA level. It's tempting. All in for 36 KD. Why? Because you're in win now mode. You're trying to win right now. Depends what the trade is. Like if you tell me we're giving away like, if it's like 3 picks and like RJ Barrett for KD, kind of exciting what the team could do. If you keep that team healthy, like it's probably a really good team. I mean, the spacing is kind of a disaster, but it's tempting. Kind of think about it now. It's depends how many picks. 2 picks for sure. 3 picks now. I'm kind of I don't know. Just because of spacing, because like Brandon Ingram and KD are very similar. Barnes already occupied similar areas to Ingram, so it's kind of a chunky fit. But like it's KD, so like it's kind of tempting. But they're going to trade him, so it depends how much he's worth in that market. Wrapped up 20, 6:16 to go, up 22 now. So I've restored that big advantage they had in the third. It's StarJ's team. Well, it isn't. It's Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram's team. But RG will be here, and hey, he's putting up 20 a game this year, so why not next year as well still? It'll be an interesting distribution of usage next year. I'm interested to see how it goes down in the end. Shed with a layup. Shed padding some numbers near the end of the game here. He's 4-13 now with 11 points. Barnes is the only Raptors starter to not eclipse the 10-point mark because he went 4-12 and he's done for the night. Tough. 19-point game. I don't know any team that's trading RJ or taking RJ and a non-top 5 pick for their all-star player. That ain't happening. It's gonna be a big win. I gotta go watch White Lotus. I ain't watch. No post-game show for today. I don't think. Fred, Powell, Siakam, Barnes, Pirtle. Who would be in that 5 and 7 games? Well, probably the Sixers that year. Because they did beat most of that team. So we had Trent instead, but still. Swider for 3. Man, he missed. But like Sixers, how y'all leaving this guy open? You got to have the scouting report. He's open again. They go to Walter instead for 3, who hits from the corner. Raptors bench pumped up for him. 19-point game. .419. Game's just going to fizzle out here. Hopefully the coaches just let it play and don't go. I don't think Nick Nurse is calling a timeout. Nurse wants this season to be done. Nurse wants the season to be over. He knows he's getting fired, and he's just going to rake in the cash of the contract, and he's going to live his good life. Take Knox. Look at the 5 on the 6. Look at who they're playing against. Like Ricky Council, Jared Butler, a Dembona starting game. Like, what are we gonna do here? You know, we were never gonna lose this game. Really close of a Pirtle there. 19-point game. Nurse can get fired. I think Taylor Jenkins to Philly. That'd be my guess right now. Nurse going to Turkey. Sixers fans clearing out of the arena. I don't blame him. Nurse going to Turkey, get a new hairline. He lost a lot of hair in his time with the Raptors. It's crazy. Have I simulated a lottery lately? I haven't. I'll give you guys one before I sign off today. Tomorrow, no video. Tomorrow I am all day doing shit. Gym at 7, work at 9, office at noon, home at 6:30. All right, guys, it's 3:12 to go. They're up by 22. I think we're gonna call it here. We're gonna call it here. No post game show today because I actually have some stuff I got to do tonight, and it's already late. Yeah. Like, we've had a lot of, just a little word on this, the Raptors have had a lot of games lately that have been really bad basketball and really bad watches. That wasn't really the case today. They played well. It was actually an enjoyable performance. Not much they can do when the Sixers put out, like, a team that, like may not even compete in the G League. A lie, but like, yeah, Sixers put out a horrific team. Like, there wasn't a ton the Raptors could have done with that. So, you know, it is what it is. But they played well, and it was a good watch. They played well. You know, it's not what you want for the tank, but the Raptors did play well and made it an enjoyable watch at the very least, which they haven't done very often lately. So that'll do it for me. Let's sim the lottery just to give it a crack. And we don't move. We're still 7th. I don't think San Antonio is going to catch us. I don't think we're catching Brooklyn, but wow, this would be nightmare lottery. Philadelphia, go to 2. Poor Washington, go to 5. Let's do another one. Wow, 8th. If Portland get the first pick, I might throw up as well. I don't think anybody. I don't want anybody to get the first pick except us. Nobody but us. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Like it on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. Next video will be out on Tuesday. Likely I'll talk about Darko's extension or Darko's contract being revealed by the Raptors. All right, guys. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you have a great week. See you soon.